Hey, what's up, everybody? It's MT200 here, and I wanted to kind of start a new series. I've done a couple tip videos in the past, but I just want to do more of these tip videos. I mean, they're fun to do. It's fun to just talk about how I play and how to play Call of Duty, I guess, from my point of view. But if you guys think this is a good thing to do and I should keep doing these videos, just tell me in the comments or like the video, something. Just give me some feedback on if I should keep doing this or not so I know what to do. But before I get into this tip video, I want to talk about two things. The first thing is a subscriber that's been with me since about 10 or 15 subs, and his name is The Wolfen Gamer is his new channel, or Serenity X0, which is his old channel, but he still uses it. That's like his Let's Play channels. And the Wolfen Gamer is his first person kind of thing. He hasn't started it yet, but he's got an intro video on that. You can go see what he's doing. I'll put that in the description below. You can go check him out, go subscribe to him. He's a really cool dude. I played with him on Xbox a couple of times. But the second thing I want to talk about is I've gotten a Twitter, or I got a Twitter. And if you want to go check that out, that'll be in the description too. Go ahead and follow me on that. I'll have little updates, maybe stuff that I won't put on YouTube, live stream info if I'm going to start getting into that. But yeah, so on to the video at hand. The first thing I want to talk about, and I've talked about this in my previous tip videos, but it's one of those things that I just want to keep driving into people, is watch your radar. I mean, this is probably the most important thing that Call of Duty players do not do, is watch your radar. They give you this tool that is probably the best tool you can I think it's the best tool. I mean, I would play with radar. I mean, I look at it almost probably every minute. I'm looking back and forth at the radar. But it's one of those things where it's a must-have, and if somebody gets a counter UAV on me, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, dude? You know, it's kind of like one of those things, like a slap in the face to me, because that radar helps me out so much, and that's how I know where everyone's at. And I know it's such a simple thing to do, but there's so many people out there that don't watch the radars, that get shot in the back, or they don't know where the guy's shooting it from because they're not watching their radar. But it's just one of those things. I mean, it shows where the enemy's at, it shows where your team's at, and people may be thinking, oh, who cares where your team's at? Well, if you know where your team's at, then you know where the enemies are most like that, because your team tries to kind of like little kids with soccer balls, or little kids on a soccer game, or in a soccer game, and they all run toward the ball and stuff. So if you've got teammates, I mean, of course you have teammates unless you're playing free-for-all, but everyone kind of runs toward the enemy. So if you're watching your team, you can see where they get killed, like you can see where there's skulls, and that's where the enemies are at, or you can see where they're getting lots of kills, and you can find their spawns. I mean, really helpful tool, and a lot of people don't use it, which I can't understand. But the next thing I want to talk about kind of has similarities to the radar, is your heads-up display, or HUD. I know they're in like all games, whatever. And what that is just what you can see, like your radar, the kill feed, your score, time limit, your gun, or what the gun is, or how much ammo it's got, how many grenades you have, you know, that kind of thing, how many smoke grenades, stun grenades, whatever. That is one of the most important things to watch, and I don't know why people don't. I mean, it's the same kind of deal with the radar. I just turned on that kid and then turned on that kid too. But it's one of those things where you gotta watch it. I mean, I see so many times in commentaries, or when I'm watching my teammates play, like spectating them in Surge or something, they'll have like 4 bullets left, and they end up running into a guy, and they end up getting their 4 bullets off, but of course they didn't kill him because they missed half their bullets or whatever, or maybe their gun's horrible, and they end up not getting the kill and end up getting killed by just a simple thing of reload after you kill somebody. You know, it's just that simple. Or see that you've got 4 bullets left, then reload. You know, I mean, one of the things I do is I always reload after every kill unless I see more than one person. Like, you always see me reloading. See, I'll reload right here. See, after I get a kill, just reload. I mean, it takes 2 seconds. I mean, if you have sleight of hand on, and most people do, it takes like 2 seconds, and if you get in that habit, I mean, you'll become a lot better Call of Duty player and all that junk. But thing that's important is watching the score, especially in a game like Demolition or Capture the Flag, where you switch sides and the rounds end. Lots of times, I mean, it's happened to me, I think it happens to everyone, but lots of times you'll call in like a set of dogs when there's only like 20 seconds left in the round because you think the game's going to end, but it ends up not ending, and you have to go to the other round and you just wasted your dog. So that's another important thing to watch. Same thing with score too. I mean, you want to get all your kill streaks out before the game ends, of course. And yeah, the heads-up display, that's pretty much all there is to it. The kill feed, of course, is super important. I mean, it's it gets a little bit more technical once you get into the kill feed. Is like I'll see somebody's name like Juicebox, let's say, and I'll see that he got killed. If I'm see he's right there, so he's walking in front. And I remember his name, you know. And if he ends up getting killed down there, I know exactly where the enemy's at, so I can go right toward that area and get the enemy. Or I do it with all the players, like that elite guy or whatever. I mean, if you just watch the names, just take a quick little peek, and now I'm running with a guy, I guess. This probably isn't the best video for a tip video if I'm running with the enemy. But, yeah, so watch your teammates, look at their names, watch the kill feed so you can see where the enemies are at, if they're getting kills, if they're getting killed, all that good stuff. And the last thing I want to talk about, I just kind of wanted to touch on this because this is kind of a long subject to talk about, but learn your maps. I mean, don't go into a private match. You don't really need to. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to, but there's really no point in going to a private match when you can just learn it in a public match or whatever. Like, you can see how I looked up to that one balcony, and then I saw somebody on the radar, and the red dot popped up, and I turned right to that spot because I know exactly where the enemies are at and where like camping spots are. So you can kind of tell if you know the map and you've played it enough times. You can kind of tell where people are at just by seeing them on the radar and then kind of being like, oh, okay, he's going to be up in this balcony, or he's going to be in this corner, or he's going to be in this doorway. You know, it's just simple things like that. I mean, it takes a while to learn, but once you learn them, it's just kind of like, oh my god, I should have been playing Call of Duty like this all the time. And I think a lot of people on Black Ops, I don't understand why, but I think people on Black Ops have been getting worse and worse. I don't understand why, because I think this is one of the easier games, but maybe the game, I don't know. I don't know what happened with what happened to everyone's KD. I mean, maybe it's just because you can look at people's KD, you notice it a lot more that people are going negative all the time or whatever. I mean, maybe it's because people don't try all the time. Maybe they just mess around. I mean, when I play video games, when I have fun, it's when I'm going positive. And I mean, it may be different for other people. I know there's people that just like playing the game, you know, it's fun like that. But see, I can't have fun on a video game unless I'm trying. Unless it's like an old game, like Modern Warfare 2, I'll get on there and riot shield around, whatever, you know. Fun times. But yeah, so if you like this video, just comment, whatever. Check it out. Check out my Twitter. Check out the Wolfen Gamers. That'll all be in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see everyone later.